Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Chum here, and welcome back to another episode of Battlespot Blast. Today, you guys can see that we have a brand new team for this week, and that team consists of Light Clay Ninetales. I finally went and got myself the Light Clay. Life Orb Tapu Koko once again, because it's actually so good. Having played with it last week, I realized how useful it is. It pretty much came to every single match. Then we have, once again, our special Komodo rocking the Fightinium Z, or the Fightinium... I don't even know, it's weird to say, because, like, there's no G, which changes how you say the word. I don't know, it's not important. We have the Z move for Focus Blast, so it's going to do all the damage. Then we have a brand new member, which you guys have never seen before, and that is our Beware, who is rocking the Assault Vest. And then, of course, you guys can see our Battlespot, which I believe has red card, and our Marowak, who was here last week as well. Now, without further ado, let's say yes, we want to use Battle Team 2. And the reason we're using Team 2 this week is actually because I have already set a Team 1. And that is for our Wi-Fi battle, which is going to be happening on Wednesday. So get excited for that. Hopefully it'll be out. I'm not sure. The battle hasn't happened yet. Can't confirm whether or not the battle will actually come through. Sometimes things just happen. But regardless of that, we're going to go with League Title Defense because this music is just so epic. You guys can see our rating is at 1560. I would really like to get the rating closer towards... what do you call it? Closer towards 1600, because I've always been a like 1560 to 1580 kind of player, but I want to be a 1600 player, and I know that's not even that good, and I get that. Like, I'm not a really good battler, but I do enjoy it, and I like to have fun when I battle, and I mean, the more fun you have, the easier it is for you to learn to be better, I guess. And I was actually watching a video today from A Drive. I'm sure some of you guys know who A Drive is, and he was doing VGC stuff, and he was battling. He had like a coach, one of the best VGC players in the world, was coaching him. Either way, we'll get to that story in a second. I got to keep that on my head. A Drive, or I'll forget. Either way, I got something in my eye now. Well done, well done. Okay, we see Hydreigon, we see Aegislash, we see Gyarados, Lycanroc. What is your name? The only thing that comes to my brain is losing me. Pheromosa, and we see Gastrodon. Now, Gastrodon is a bit of a threat because we don't have any grass typing, and I knew that I wanted to have a grass type attack on my team, but I didn't get one, so well done. Either way, we see a largely physical team, which makes me want to bring Beware. Beware does do well against the Hydreigon, the Lycanroc, even quite... Oh, not really the Pheromosa, that's a lie. But I do want to bring Beware. I think Tapu Koko kind of has a field day with almost everything on the opponent's team. So I want to bring Tapu Koko. Of course, apart from the Gastrodon. And then in the back, like I said, I'll bring Beware, because Beware is just a trusty old fool. And looking at the rest of it, they have quite a few Dark type and Ghost types, so we can't really bring Marowak. Battlespot wouldn't be a bad choice here. But I believe we have too much... Oh no, it actually would be fine. So what we're going to do, they're going to bring Battlespot. And then I'm actually going to bring Battlespot first. So not Beware first, we'll just chuck these two in the back. I wish I could do the thing where I just say set first. That'd be easy, but sadly it's not. Either way, back to my story about A Drive. I know, right? For once I actually remembered something I was saying before. Anyway, he was doing a VGC series and being coached by some of the best players in the world. And I kind of forgot the rest of the story, so maybe I didn't bring it back. What was the story about? What was the point of the story? I don't remember. Either way, actually, that does bring up something. Would you guys like to see a VGC series on the channel? Because I'm definitely keen on doing VGC and actually partaking in, like, you know, the real life tournaments this year, and just seeing, you know, if I can be the very best, like no one ever was, because that'd be a lot of fun to me. Now, I'm going to click first. I get that first impression is not a smart idea, guys. It's resisted. I'm going to click it for damage, because this thing can definitely do 50% to my health in one hit. Definitely. They withdraw Pheromosa, so that's fine by me. I'm basically getting free damage off. We get the little bit of first impression chip. It's fine. It's not going to do too much. And now, what else do we have as an option for us? We could switch out, predicting the what is that thing called? There's a name for it. What is Aegislash's shield move called? I don't know. Let's click Liquidation to find out what it's called. I forget King Shield. Duh. Wow, my brain is all over the place. So the Liquidation does come off here. We outspeed this thing, which is kind of ridiculous. And what are you going to go for? Swords Dance? A Z move. What are you going to do? What Z move is this? It's a Ghost type attack. Please be an actual offensive attack. Otherwise, I'm going to be scared. And I don't like being scared, guys. I really don't like being scared. We see a full force Z move of... I was like, what the hell will stance change as a Z move? Obviously, he's changing forms to attack me. And we scare. Good. There's never any nightmare. That's fine. Because this will probably not kill us unless it's a Shadow Ball variant, like Shadow Ball Z move. If it's physical, we should live it. And then, of course, with red card popping off, I retract my statement. Does my red card actually pop now that I'm dead? Oh, it doesn't. Wow. Interesting. So Beware does not really want to come in here. I mean, yeah, Beware doesn't. We have Pheromosa in the back, which you kind of want Beware for. Oh, not really. Beware doesn't do much to Pheromosa. I think we'll switch in with Tapu Koko. I think what we can do here is actually, like, if they want to go for a King Shield, they can do that. Alternatively, they're going to go for a Ghost type move. And that Ghost type move is actually not going to hit Beware. So we can get a Volt Switch and a free switch into Beware, which would be a fun time. So let's do that. Volt Switch. Don't bring in Gastrodon. You'd be crazy if you did that. I mean, you wouldn't be that crazy, but I mean, I don't want you to do it. So please don't. Please don't do it. Alright, if I remember correctly, I'm still trying to think of the story I was telling you guys about. Ooh, we see the King Shield. But yeah, I'm trying to remember the story I was going to tell you guys about Age-Wise video. I'm thinking back on the video, and basically, like, the whole thing was just, it was VGC, he had a kind of a mentor, and he was like, yo, let's do this, let's do that. And there was something that came to mind from in that video that I want to talk about, but it's fine. I mean, I still did want to address the whole, I still wanted to address the whole, I want to do VGC, and I want to know what you guys think about me doing VGC. I haven't actually bred any Pokemon for doubles, so obviously I'm kind of far away from being able to do a VGC video, but that will happen when the time comes. In fact, it's most likely going to happen. Are you really going to go into Gastrodon? Hydreigon. That's pretty good for me as well, regardless. At the same time, it would have been better if I, for whatever reason, went for Dazzling Gleam. Could you imagine the fear in my opponent's eyes had that happened? Now, once we switch out, of course we'll be in with Beware. And this thing is probably going to be special, but I am Assault Vest, so it's not that big of a deal. And I think we just click Superpower. If we hit, it dies. If he switches out into Aegislash, then we're again in a not in the worst position. So Beware is here. We're not doing too well in this battle. We really shouldn't have lost a Pokemon already, but it's fine. It was lost to a Z move, so kind of what do you expect? You know, Z moves are going to destroy us all. Let's see what our opponent wants to do. The last thing I want to see is Draco Meteor, because that's going to do a lot of damage, even though I have the Assault Vest. But let's see. I'm hoping, like, basically my plan here is hopefully we can kill this Hydreigon. We'll just eat up a Dragon Pulse or something, or whatever they want to go for. Kill the Hydreigon. Probably we'll see the Aegislash come out. If we see the Pheromosa, we're in a good position. If the Aegislash comes out afterwards, we're in a pretty poor position. But let's just see what happens here first. My opponent's taking their sweet time. We see the Draco Meteor. It was a pretty obvious move choice. Like I said, it's going to do a good amount of damage, even though we are Assault Vested. Damn, that is a ridiculous amount of damage. The special attack harshly falls, and down goes the Hydreigon. I don't think it's going to live a superpower from Beware. Yeah, it did not. There's no way. Really unfortunate we lost half our health now. Very, very, very unfortunate. But I do think that Tapu Koko can kind of bring it home from here. I believe it outspeeds Pheromosa. I think it should. I can't remember exactly, but there's only one way to find out. Either way, Pheromosa's here. I'm pretty happy with this because we do have fluffy, ridiculous defenses. We should be fine. And we'll just click return to get some damage off. And in fact, I think Pheromosa is really, really soft on the defensive side. That's going to kill me. I completely forgot this thing's a fighting type and it can hit me with super effective damage. Didn't seem that close to killing me. I mean, it probably would have regardless. Imagine if I had Protect. That'd be a good time. We see an attack raise. That's fine. Pheromosa is also Life Orb. That's a good piece of information. And then from here, I think we'll just go for Dazzling Gleam. We should outspeed. I really hope we do. I know Pheromosa is fast, but I can't imagine it being faster than Tapu Koko, which would be kind of ridiculous. We'll go for the Dazzling Gleam, and after that, we just start Thunderbolting that Aegislash, and hopefully we can kill it faster. Pheromosa does outspeed us. Highly unfortunate. This is probably going to get the KO on us. And there you have it, guys. We go down to the Pheromosa. So, what could we have done differently? Actually, I'm going to look up Pheromosa speed right now, because that was ridiculous. How do you even spell Pheromosa? Pharaoh. That's how you do it. Phero. What is your speed stat? Why is your speed 150? Oh my goodness. Okay. Now we know that we shouldn't mess around with Pheromosa. It's a threat. So that kind of really, really sucks. We did lose to a 1472. That person's way below our rank, and yet we still kind of, you know, severely messed up. But we should be fine. You guys can see I'm just kind of flicking around with my browser, trying to get back to the original page I was on before. Now, we said that video. I think the biggest mistakes that I made there, I don't know, maybe it would have been such a pro play to go out into Beware against the Aegislash. And I really should have, like, I should have thought about it more. Because realistically, there was no reason not to. The Aegislash wasn't going to go for a Wasn't going to go for a Sacred Sword. Sword Dance Aegislash doesn't seem to be that big of a thing anymore. Like, I don't see anyone using Sword Dance on Aegislash. And if I went to Beware and it went for a Ghost type move, nothing happened, it wouldn't go for a Sacred Sword or a Secret Sword, whichever. No, it was a Sacred Sword. They wouldn't have gone for that. And what else is there? Like, once I get in with Beware, I can go for Payback, which is super effective, or I can go for Earthquake. So, I guess a good amount of mistakes were made there. Next time I'll be careful, because imagine if I could have pro-played the Ghost type Z move. And I should have known that a Ghost type move was coming in general. I really do wish that Puberty could have lived that. Puberty, of course, is my what's your name? Gallisapod. Puberty is my Gallisapod. I really wish we could have lived it. It would have been very, very, very exciting. Either way, we have another opponent at 1466. Let's see if we can get 2 more wins this episode, so our rating is actually a little bit higher than when we started off. We see a Togedemaru, an Incineroar, a Pyukumuku. That thing is a nightmare for me. I'm definitely bringing Tapu Koko. We see Hydreigon, Staravia, and Decidueye. Okay, so we see a good amount of common weaknesses to Fighting type, which makes Komodo and Beware quite appealing. Komodo had... Good lord, I almost died. Not really. But you can see Komodo doesn't really like to go up against... what's your name? Hydreigon. Not that big of a fan. But the rest of the team really doesn't hurt Komodo. So I think I do want to bring Komodo. I want to bring Komodo. I want to bring Tapu Koko. Purely because I want to be able to hit that Pyukumuku for a lot of damage. And the final Pokemon I want to bring... It might even be Beware. I know it's a lot of fighting typing, but oh, actually no, I can't do that because they have Staraptor. I would like to bring Marowak, but like 3 of their Pokemon are good against Marowak. I could bring actually, you know what? Let's bring Ninetales. I haven't brought Ninetales in a while. Let's do it. Let's bring Ninetales, Tapu Koko, and Komodo. I get that they have I get that we're using 2 Fairy types, but they don't really have that much to do with Fairy types. Togedemaru, while it is Steel type. Its only Steel type move is Gyrable, and it's actually pretty fast. I think base 90-something speed, so it'd be pretty ridiculous to try and use Gyrable Togedemaru. I mean, admittedly, it will still destroy Ninetales, but we will see what happens. Of course, we do have the Light Clay, so our Aurora Veil will last for 8 turns, which will be a really, really fun time. I'm hoping that we can pull this off. This person is 1466, so not the highest rating. Maybe they're not that good at Battlespot. We'll see what happens. And then again, I did lose to a 1470. We see Togedemaru. Really, really, really not a fun time because we did lead off with Ninetales. But we do, for a fact, outspeed unless the thing has like a Choice Scarf, which would be ridiculous. And I know it seems kind of crazy, but let me just quickly have a look at my mons. Let's have a quick investigation. No one really wants to come in here and take an attack from this thing. You don't want to take a Steel type attack, as in you, Tapu Koko, and Komodo. I mean, Komodo could come in here, but I don't want to get hit with... I mean, we do resist Bloat Stab. Looking at their team, however... How good is Ninetales? Okay, Ninetales is actually pretty good against their team. Apart from those 3. So Ninetales is good against half. Komodo really can't handle Staraptor. That's about it, though. You know what? There's no reason not to. We'll just do it. Go for the Aurora Veil. Get the 8 turns of half damage. Hopefully this thing doesn't have a Steel type move. I mean, like I said, it can get Gyro Ball, and it probably will kill us if they have it. But I can't. I'm just hoping that they're not running Gyro Ball, if that makes sense. We see the Nuzzle. That is fine by me. The last thing that I wanted was for Komodo to be the one who was getting paralyzed. So I feel like I made the right play. I'm okay with Ninetales being slowed down a little bit. From here, we want to keep Ninetales at a good amount of health. So, what would they want to go for here? I'm not too certain, but no one else can really hit this thing apart from Komodo. So we're switching to Komodo. Hopefully they don't go for a second Nuzzle. That'll be a bit crazy. Maybe they think we have a move for them and they might switch out. I'm not too sure how to play around Togedemaru and how Togedemaru would like to play around us. But we see them switch as well into Incineroar. That is a really, really good time for us. That is a very good time for us. Because Komodo definitely enjoys standing in front of us in Incineroar. I don't think Incineroar can get any moves for Komodo. And you guys can see right there, we do outspeed that because we got hit by the hail first. So, a very important piece of information. There's no reason not to hold back. If they happen to go back into Togedemaru, it will die to the Z power. And looking at the rest of the team, nothing... Oh, okay. Decidueye is immune to it, but I'm willing to take the risk that I'm willing to assume Decidueye will not come in. It'd be crazy if it did. We're going to go for the all-out pummeling. Hopefully, we don't mess up severely here. Let's see what happens. They do withdraw. Is Decidueye really going to come out here? Staraptor. That is fine. This thing should not live. This is neutral, and it's going to do a butt ton of damage. Intimidate. That's fine. We are not offensive. We are actually especially offensive. Let's see how much it's going to do. When it said they switched out Incineroar, I got so afraid Decidueye was coming in. Because, like, you could expect them to go. You could expect them to think that I would go for a fighting type move, which I did, of course. But let's see if all that pummeling can kill this thing. I don't think Staraptor is traditionally especially defensive. I don't think it's very defensive at all. It's just it's like a glass cannon, not too strong but not too weak either. So it's not really a glass cannon, maybe bad descriptor. But there you go. Staraptor does go down, so we get a free kill with the Z move, and that's kind of what Z moves are good for. The Z move gets you that quick kill in Battlespot, and then your opponent is really on the back foot with 2v3, which is, look, I have taken a Nuzzle, 2 bits of hail damage, and they're a Pokemon down. Like, that's pretty insane for us. So Togedemaru is here. We probably won't outspeed this thing. We won't even be able to find out because hail damage already goes off. But I see no reason not to just click Flamethrower and get some damage off. They're probably going to Nuzzle us, which is fine by me. Let's see what they want to do. We see the Nuzzle, like I said, they already do outspeed us because, like I said, Togedemaru is a pretty fast Pokemon. Did that do 1 damage? I didn't even see the bar move. Like, I didn't actually see the numbers either, but looking at the bar, I didn't see a single pixel go. And that Flamethrower is almost enough to take it out. Red card. Interesting. Very interesting. Tapu Koko comes out, and this thing should die to the hail damage. Tapu Koko gets buffed by hail. Of course, I'm faster. I'm a lightning bolt, but apparently not any. But apparently, this lightning bolt is not faster than a Pheromosa. Base 151 speed is ridiculous. Either way, let's forget about that. Next time, I know for a fact I have to bring a Pokemon that can tank a Pheromosa hit. Keep that in mind for next time. And here we have the final Pokemon of our opponent's team, Incineroar. And there's no real need to switch out here. So I think what we'll do is we will just go for the Thunderbolt. But first I want to check, how many turns of Aurora Veil do we have left? We have 4 turns of Aurora Veil left. Oh my goodness. That explains why that attack did like no damage. If I'm not mistaken, they've only gone for Nuzzle and just Nuzzle. Everything else has died. We see the fake out. I was expecting that, but I mean, there's no reason to kind of sit on it. In fact, all they're doing is making it more... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, all they're doing is making it more likely that I'll kill them because they'll have lower health when I go for an attack. But the hail stopped, so it didn't really change anything. They just got a little bit of chip damage here. And here we go for a Thunderbolt. Very, very defensive we see on this Incineroar. Very interesting. We see the Earthquake here. This is going to murder our soul. Oh, there's no way leaving this, right? We are living it because of Aurora Veil. Let's go. Alright. I know Tapu Koko is going to go down here unless we get a high roll. But there's no point in... The match is forfeited. Interesting. They could have lived that attack, but I guess they know for a fact that they cannot beat Komodo. I do outspeed. I don't know how aware they are, because being able to tell speed tiers or, you know, check who's faster using something like Hail is quite a higher tier ability. Like, when I first played, I'd been playing for over a year at the time, and I had no idea that you could actually do that. Although, I kind of knew you could, but I wasn't really perceptive of it. So I don't know if they knew that for a fact, because the only reason that we did know was because of the speed tier checking. But regardless, we do get the second win. I think it was a pretty good battle. Not too much to learn from that. I guess the fact that Z moves are really helpful, because like I said, when you can get a Z move off and it's going to get you a kill like mine did, it's so beneficial, because like when you put your opponent on the back foot, when it's 2v3, it makes life really, really difficult for our opponent. And let's go with some Team Skull music, because we haven't heard that in a long time, and I still love it. I think it's great music. But yeah, like the same thing happened to me in the first match. I got put on the back foot because it was my 2 versus their 3, and I got destroyed because of it. Either way, let's forget about the past matches. Let's focus on the current. We have a Lucario, Tapu Fini, Mamoswine, my boy Mamoswine, Gengar, Dragonite, and Mimikyu. Okay. This is a tough one. It's a really tough one. I honestly feel like, okay, I believe Ninetales outspeed every single Pokemon on my opponent's team. If I'm not mistaken, that is the case. Hold on, I'm doing weird things. So Ninetales should outspeed everything apart from the potential Mega Gengar. But if we do see the Gengar, we can assume that our bulletproof Komodo can get a free switch in. So we will bring Ninetales. Do we actually want to bring the bulletproof Komodo? Is it actually going to be helpful outside of... Oh, not really. It's not really helpful against anybody. Dragonite will kill it. Tapu Fini will kill it. Yeah, it's not really useful at all. We want the Koko because we can handle the Fini with Koko. And for the final Pokemon, I think Marowak might be a good idea. No, not really. Is Komodo really the way to go? It might be. Huh. We got a couple seconds left. We're gonna think. We're gonna focus up here. Beware does not put in the finals whatsoever, which is really unfortunate. I think that we will just go ahead with Komodo. I get that I'm bringing a full special team again, but I don't think anyone else really has any use. Like, the fact that Komodo can bulletproof and avoid a Sludge Bomb and a Shadow Ball is more important than what any other Pokemon can do on the team. I get that we don't have a Mimikyu counter. Very, very unfortunate. I think this is going to be a tough battle. We'll see how it goes. We see a stock trainer right here, and we see the Mamoswine comes out. That is really good for us. By no means can this Mamoswine one-shot us unless it has Rock Slide. And even still, I don't think that will one-shot us unless it's banded. And if it's banded, we can get Aurora Veil up and blah, 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 blah. Either way, this Mamoswine, I'm sure, is happy to be in the rain. I mean, the hail. And we'll go for Aurora Veil. There's no reason not to. We don't really have a major type advantage against this thing. No reason to rush into attacking it. We'll get the Aurora Veil up, take half damage turn 1, and from there we can decide what we want to do. Last time, all Ninetales did was put up Aurora Veil and then switch out, which is kind of ridiculous. Either way, we see the Earthquake from the Mamoswine. How much is it going to do? Please do less than half. It should do less than half. It's not gonna one-shot us. Wow, Earthquake one-shots us? Okay, it's Life Orb, that's why. Makes sense. Now the question is, do we want to switch out? None of our Pokemon want to take an Earthquake, so I think what we'll just do is we'll just go for an attack. I don't want Komodo to take... Actually, you know what? This is the fast Pokemon. We can actually use you later. We will let Komodo take the attack, and we have all the moves to deal with the Mamoswine. So, Ninetales, come on back. This is kind of risky, because this is an Ice type standing in front of us. But we're just crazy people like that. We see the Earthquake. It's not going to do too much damage. We are very, very defensive. Much more than Ninetales anyway. And that is half damage. This Mamoswine is power. Of course, it is Life Orb, like you guys can see. Now, looking at my opponent, I don't know if I really want to use my Z move just yet. But it really doesn't hurt anyone else. Everything else will die to attack anyway. So I think we'll just go for the Z move. It'll guarantee get the KO. It won't miss. All that fun stuff. Let's see what this Mamoswine wants to do. We see an Ice Shard. That's fine. They just want to get a little bit more damage up before they get KO'd. And that does a lot of damage. That's really, really impressive. Either way, we get our Z move off here. This Mamoswine is definitely dead. I don't think even if they had Aurora Veil, they would still die. But we are slowly burning turns of Aurora Veil, which I do not enjoy. I would like to have my Pokemon actually behind it instead of letting Komodo get hit 3 times. But it's fine. Actually, that was 2 times. Never mind. We've burnt 3 turns already. This, like I said, this will definitely... God, I can't talk today. This will definitely take out the Mamoswine. There's no doubt about it. And the question is, what is their answer to Komodo? If we see a Dragonite, sadly, the actual answer is to stay in and click, what's that word? What's that move called? The answer is to stay in and click Clanging Scales. Yep. Because if this thing gets a Dragon Dance up, we're in a really bad position. So what we want to do is we want to get some damage on it first. Clanging Scales, let's go. They might not even go for a Dragon type attack. They do go for the Outrage. That's fine, because they can kill us. I wish we could have gotten an attack off beforehand. And now they're locked into Outrage. We can go into Ninetales. And that's the multi-scale broken, which is absolute perfection. We go into Ninetales. They can't switch. They are stuck in here as this Dragonite. They'll go for Outrage even if they did outspeed us, which they don't. And then we can go for our attack. And they can't click anything. They're just stuck. Blizzard will definitely KO. We still have the Hail up. I think this might be the last turn of Hail, so timing is just perfect. Like I said, no multi-scale. This Dragonite is gone. So that was pretty convenient. Like I said, I could not afford to switch Komodo out because had it gone for Dragon Dance, I was done and dusted. It would outspeed and one-shot every single one of my Pokemon. My only hope was that it would do something like that and get locked, like go for an attack straight away or get locked into an attack. Now we're here in a pretty unfavorable position. I think what we'll do is we'll just click Moonblast, get some damage off. We should outspeed, unless this thing is Mega. We do see Mega. I think we still might outspeed this Pokemon. Actually, no, I don't think so. I think they get speed 112 once they Mega Evolve. I think that's the case. Yeah, it would be. Bullet Punch. Anyway, I'm dead. Lol. Okay. Now it's Tapu Koko versus the world. Bullet Punch is neutral. We resist the alternate stab. And I think we just go for the Thunderbolt. I do wish we had a better option. But we don't. It comes down to the wire. Can Tapu Koko 1v1 a Lucario? Lucario's not very defensive. We should outspeed it. We do have the Electric Terrain boost and the Life Orb boost. There's no reason not to click Thunderbolt. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We do outspeed. Can this one-shot? It can, ladies and gentlemen. It can one-shot. Oh, I had my heart was kind of beating real fast there at the end. But yes, it does get the one-shot. We do defeat this trainer. And like I said, it was a pretty difficult battle. We had to make the right plays. We had to make sure we didn't sack, didn't randomly switch. Admittedly, like, we could have kept Komodo alive. In the situation where they went for Outrage, had we switched, none of our other Pokemon would have been hit by it. They would have both outsped and killed. It's fine. It's fair. But the fact that we let Komodo go down was just safe. Because like I said, if they got the Dragon Dance up, they're in a position to kill all of my Pokemon. No worries. So, like, sometimes you have to make the safest play. Sure, I could have had Komodo in the back. I don't think it would have mattered anyway. He was such low HP. I'm sure Lucario could have killed him anyway. Either way, we'll save the battle. Save the battle video, rather. And that'll bring us to the end of this episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. And of course, if you want to see more episodes from this series as they come out, make sure you hit that subscribe button also. But on top of that, make sure you leave some Make sure you leave some set suggestions and comments below. In the previous video, someone did leave a set. I really liked what you left in the comments. That was a really cool set. I'd seen it before, and it was fun to be attacked by it. I would love to use it. I'll probably use it once I can catch a second Tapu Koko. And as for that, a Hawlucha set. I'll definitely try that. I won't do that until I can breed my old Hawlucha in this game after Pokebank. But it'll be a fun time. I'm really looking forward to using your sets, and I'm also looking forward to battling you guys in Wi-Fi battles, which will be coming very soon. I'm hoping to start this week and then have one every single week after that. And I guess I'll ask you guys on Twitter if you guys want to battle me, or whenever I'm ready to battle, I'll be like, hey guys, I'm looking for a battle. Anyone available? And if you guys want to be a part of these battles, make sure you follow me on Twitter, because that's probably where I'll be asking for these battles. Either way, guys, like I said, that'll bring us to Either way, like I said, guys, that'll bring us to the end of the episode. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful day.